Hello everyone, it's me Kat, and you are at my channel, which is A Better Life with Kat, a channel that is based on the Flylady system, and I am a former Flylady teaching my version of the Flylady system. So if you're watching this video as recorded video, just know that this particular video happens in the afternoon on Fridays, and it's just a chat, and we just chat about things that are affecting my mentees, my patrons, my friends, my subscribers. And so I love it if you would join us, and I'll call you by name and we'll greet you and talk about what's on your mind. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna set the timer. Ooh, look girls, I got a new timer. Yvette, one of my mentees, showed me this. Watch this. So I wanna set it for, we're gonna do this for 30 minutes. So I'll set it for 30 minutes. And it's gonna tick off. Isn't that cool? And it's also a magnet, so I can stick it right over there and watch it and listen to it tick. Okay, got that from where did I get that? I got that from Amazon. Okay, let's see who was first this afternoon. Irene, you were first up in Brandon, Manitoba. Tara is here. Hi, Tara. Rachel is here. Make sure you guys are all in live chat, not top chat. Let's see who else is here. Bunches of you are already popping in. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see. That was my Elvis impression, sorry. So Margaret Rose, you were right up in here, but let's see who is first again. It was Irene, then we had Rachel. Candace is here. Hi Candace. Megan Cooper, good afternoon. Ruth Ann Morris from Kansas. Gaynor Lord, hello. Lloyd, hello Gaynor. Margaret Rose, hi everyone. Lisa Iao, hi Kat and Mr. B. Michelle Kennedy Hawkins, good afternoon. Nancy Soretta, hello all. Cinderly Hahn, good afternoon. Sweet Cat, thank you very much. Micah People, hello. Jessica Dunseth, yay, finally caught you live. It's been a while. Good to have you back. Kathy Davin, hi y'all, with a little heart. Belle says hello. Rachel said, what's today's topic? Sharon says, happy weekend. Polly said, I made it, yay. Mr. B said, happy Friday, everyone. Bell, thumbs up. Emily Steen, good afternoon. Glad to be able to join. Inspired by Nikki. Hello, Nikki. I was just watching your video. It was great with you and little Aria. She was just absolutely breathtakingly beautiful and such a precious girl. So enjoyed watching her. And then the next one I was watching, you guys were cooking, but I was distracted because I was getting ready for this. So I'll go back and watch it. I love her her videos. If you guys haven't watched her, you are missing something. I've got a whole playlist of collaboration with Inspired by Nikki, and it's awesome. She just is such a lady. Love her so much. Libby Chapman is here. Hi, Libby. Patricia White, good afternoon. Nancy H is here. Hi, Nancy. Hola, Miss Cat. Can't remember your name, baby. Got to put it in there. Allison Stevens, love you too. Peggy LaPlante is here. Hello, Peggy. Megan Thompson, hello. Kathy Young, hello from Ohio. Yasmin Sierra, hello, Kat. Woo! Okay, and Kiona is here. Hi, Kiona. How are you? Let me have a sip of water after all that. Kara is here. Coach Kara. Vitality Seeker Shauna is here. My sweet love, Antonia. Thank you, Antonia. Hola. Que pasa? Okay. So here we go. Julie, mom of two, hi. Oh, and one more thing, Nikki, your daughter looks so much like Jorge, your baby daughter. All right, but she loves you and thinks you are the best mom in the whole world, I can tell. Okay, girls, and that's a great video if you want. She's talking about how to dress your daughter after their toddler ages, between when they go into the women's, juniors, between toddlers and juniors. How do you dress your little girls in a way that is modest and sweet and not crazy? So you might want to watch it and just see what you think. Have your daughter watch it with you, see what she thinks. You might be surprised. Okay, today we were going to talk about, I don't know, I didn't set a topic, Rachel, so it has to be something related to, there's the channel for you girls. Larry put Nikki's channel up. It has to be something related to the homemaking system that we use. If you watch, I heard, I didn't get to see Nikki, but I heard her talking about different things like sweeping the kitchen and doing your before bed routine and washing your face and moisturizing your skin and taking time for yourself. Things that I tell you girls all the time. And Nikki is an excellent student and an excellent teacher. So if you want to reiterate, go watch Nikki. If you want to see somebody in action, go watch Nikki. Okay, enough about Nikki, even though I love you, Nikki. Let's talk about a subject. Who has one that is homemaker related, that has been a challenge for you that I can help you with? And while I'm waiting on that, I'm gonna let you know what my next 5 videos are gonna be on Patreon. And she's smiling by, hi, Aria. What did Mr. B say? Did he say something nice? Oh, he put the link up, yeah. She's such a beautiful girl. All your children are beautiful. Everybody's children are beautiful, but it was so fun to watch her on the video, and she's just so composed and sweet. All right, wrong thing. No, right thing. Here's what I'm looking for. The videos that I'm making for Patreon for next week are thinking habits, and that's about how we think negatively about ourselves and our home, our thinking habits. And the next one is going to be called Traveling New Roads, and that's about habits in new areas seem harder. Even though you know how to do it, it's just harder. You'll know more about it when I talk about it. The third one on Wednesday of next week is Tomorrow is Not Magical. The fourth one is Opening the Cage, and that one was like putting things off till tomorrow. Tomorrow's not magical. The fourth one is Opening the Cage, Leaving Home After Quarantine. Ooh, that's going to be a good one. And then the last one on Friday of next week is called Falling Off the Edge, Freedom and Responsibility. So those are the ones that I'm excited to record for you for next week. Okay, I think I saw somebody pop up something about menu planning, and that's one of my favorite subjects. Allison, let's talk about that. We'll talk about 2 things. I will take 2 things. One is Polly Paget, the emptiness that you feel when you declutter. Very interesting point of view, but so often people do experience that. And the second part will be menu planning, okay, with everyone at home. So I'm going to write it down because you know how I am. So the emptiness of decluttering, and then menu planning at home. Menu planning. Okay, here we go. That's Allison. So Polly, the emptiness that you feel when you declutter. I'm going to have to ask you to talk to me a little bit, okay? So you're going to talk to me and send me some text back and forth, some little messages back and forth. Can you explain to me what you mean by that? I think I know, but I want to make sure that I'm clear. So what can you tell me what that means? It's probably going to take you a couple of minutes to come up with an answer for that. So I think I'm going to go straight into menu planning with everyone at home, and then we'll come back to that, okay? So think of a nice thing. You might have to make 2 or 3 different little blurbs. Make sure you put it in all caps so I can see it real easy. Now for Allison, menu planning at home, I've made menu planning videos before, recently as a matter of fact, but a lot of people have a challenge with everyone at home. And I'll tell you what the bottom line of that is. And that is being a short order cook is always a big fail. You know, if you have a whole family at home and nobody wants to eat what you've made, and instead they want this, that, or the other, and you accommodate them, you are creating little monsters. Even your spouse. You know, if they are not willing to eat what you prepared for dinner, and you know it's good, and you know that you tried to accommodate them, and you really worked hard to make something that you think that they would enjoy, and you kept it simple. That's another thing. Don't make it too fancy. A little simple. Then they're on their own. They can make a cheese sandwich. As long as they get some food in their stomachs, it's fine. But they could sit down and have a nice hot meal with you and your family. So no short order cook. If they say, golly, Mom, I don't like chicken. We have chicken every day. And you know they really will eat chicken. And then you say, well, first of all, did you let them snack too close to dinner? That's another huge faux pas. And then the second thing is, well, you can eat the mashed potatoes and you can have the green beans, and just don't eat chicken if you don't want chicken, or put some barbecue sauce on it. I mean, there are options. And if they don't want anything you're having, I don't know, let's say you made a shepherd's pie and they don't like shepherd's pie. I don't like shepherd's pie. You haven't even eaten shepherd's pie before, whatever. Then they can make themselves a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and clean up their mess. But they have to sit at the table and eat with you. So they have to tell you before dinner's ready. they need to have their dinner ready too at the same time. Okay, so you're not being mean, you're just being firm, and you're not going to go make different things. You're not going to make the sandwich for them. You're not going to make a grilled cheese and tomato soup for them. You're not going to do that. You're just going to have them make their own things. So I think that's probably the biggest challenge, is that the short order cook thing and having snacks in between too close to dinner. As far as the actual menu planning goes, it shouldn't be any different than anything else. Coming up lunches are the hardest. Okay, so what do your kids eat for lunch when they go to school? Do they buy their lunch, or do they make their lunch and take it? So if they buy their lunch, what are they buying? Pizza every day? And you kind of need to know what that is. So I'm going to come back to you, Allison. We're going to switch over and answer Polly's, and then come back to you. Okay, I saw you said school lunches, but I'm going to answer Polly because she's got her thing here. So now we're switching back, and this is the emptiness you feel when you declutter. So Polly says, I think it mostly has to do with the change in your life, learning to live a different life than you were living before. I'm coming to terms with what you thought it was going, and coming to terms with what you thought it was going to be. Okay, so it's funny how you answer your own things, isn't it, when I ask you? So you just actually answered it. You said that you're just not used to it. You're just not used to it. Now, you don't have to be, a lot of times people think when they have to declutter that they have to be a minimalist. And sometimes that doesn't feel good. And that could totally be your problem. Maybe you got rid of too many things. Maybe it's too stark. And there's nothing wrong with having things in your house. As long as you love them, there's a place for them, you use them, and you take care of them. If you don't, then those things don't need to stay, and you won't miss them. But if you're getting rid of things that make you comfortable, like you don't have the throw on your couch anymore, and you got rid of your throw pillows, and you're just having it all, Pinterest perfect, that's not going to feel very good. So you want to put things in your home to make it warm and lovely without making it cluttered. And that's the key. That's the balance. So think about that. Maybe you just need to add 1 or 2 little touches, even some fresh flowers, something to make it pretty. Okay, I'm going to go back to Allison in the menu, and if you have anything else, Polly, or anyone else regarding that particular thing, come back and we'll talk about that. Okay, so I will come back to the free time. Okay, so school lunches is what they eat. All right, so that means they're eating warm foods. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they're having salads, maybe they're having hot sandwiches, maybe they're having cold sandwiches, maybe they're having pizza. What kind of things are they having at school? You can do those kind of things at home. You can buy individual little pizzas that you can just warm up. We had them when we were kids even. They eat junky stuff at school. I really don't like the foods that they serve them at school and tell them that it's great food, but they like it. They chicken nuggets and that kind of stuff. You can totally, still give them those things. They're not awful, but they're not the greatest. But if that's what they're used to and that's what they want, you can certainly do that. You just have to plan it in your menu. I think most of that food is inexpensive. That's why the schools serve it. I would probably opt for tuna fish sandwiches, chicken salad sandwiches with leftover chicken, barbecue sandwiches with leftover meat. I like sandwiches, roast beef sandwiches with gravy. You can just make so many different things that is a sandwich, or you can just use turkey or ham and cheese, etc.
Girl to do the bass here.
I'll let her in.
Would she be able to do it?
Yeah, let her in.
I did.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, my mother's CNA came to bathe her, and it's late. They don't need me. Where was I? Okay, so you can make, sandwiches, soup. You can make homemade soup. You can make canned soup. You can take canned soup and doctor it up. There are things you can do with that. You can make grilled sandwiches. You can make leftovers from dinner. Leftover spaghetti is always a win-win. Things like that. So think about what your kids want to eat. Ask them what they want to eat and make those things. Maybe a hot dog every once in a while, some baked beans, beanie weenies. There's just so many things you can make for kids for lunch that isn't hard and that they, at a certain age, can even make for themselves. Okay, I hope that helps you. Now we're going to go back to the empty feeling we feel when we declutter that Polly is experiencing. So I'm going back to Polly. So she feels empty when she has free time. Woo, that's a good one. Your free time is a time that we don't feel entitled to a lot of times. We don't feel like we should be taking free time. We feel guilty to take free time, and that can make you feel empty because you don't have anything planned to do. Your free time is an enrichment of yourself, making you a better you. Think about before you met your husband. Think about what that was like. Who were you? What were you interested in? What did you do? Okay, what did you like? And now maybe you haven't done anything but take care of kids and make your husband happy and possibly work or not work and keep the house relatively clean. That's who you identify with now. That's who you are. And you forgot that you're a person that your husband found very interesting and exciting. So stop, take a breath, take a beat, think about who you are. What are you interested in? This is a really big challenge for a lot of my personal mentees in the beginning, to find out what they love to do. It doesn't have to be a craft. Some people aren't crafty at all. It just needs to be something that you love to do. You could be working at, maybe before when your husband met you, you worked at an animal shelter in your free time. So maybe you can head up something that collects towels to give to the dog shelter. There's just so many things you can do. Maybe you enjoy working in an antique shop. You don't have to just have the free time to sit around and read. You can actually work. You could volunteer at a hospital. Now, I know it's COVID and it's impossible to do some of these things, but these are things you need to start planning in your brain, because we are going to come out of quarantine at some point, and it's going to be gone, and we're going to be able to go back to a life, and you need to have a life to go back to. So think about what you're interested in, what makes you you. I love to read. Here's the things I'll tell you the honest truth, what I love to do. I love to read, and I love to travel. Those are my two favorite things. I enjoy lots of things, but those are the things I love to do, travel and read. I love to talk to my friends as well. What else do I love to do? Keep up with my family. I love my family, my extended family. And I love to cook. I love to eat. These are things I love to do. I love to play games, cards, and different things like that. I love to play. I love to swim. I love to walk. I love taking care of animals. I love babies and children very much. And more than anything, I love mentoring you guys. I love what I'm doing. This is a ministry to me. So these are things I love, and these make me me. So think about the things that can fill your life when you've got free time in the afternoons, instead of having the empty, it's a kind of a bored feeling. And guess what? When you don't have anything to do for you or with you, maybe you are bored because you're kind of boring. Think about that, how that is to your husband. So think about how, and he won't say that you're boring. He'll love you the way you are, but I think that it's more exciting when there's something fun to talk about. All right, so really work on that. Okay, now I'm going to go back to make sure that Allison doesn't have anything, because Polly, I already saw where you said thank you. Make sure Allison doesn't have anything. Hold on, Allison. Any more comments? Just that. Okay. I'm going to pop in now and just see some of the other comments you guys have written. Wild and Free by Ainsley Armott. Unschooling by Carrie McDonald. Okay, these are homeschooling books that you're reading, Amy? I must have missed something. Megan Cooper, I'm struggling getting into the back to school routines. Help, please. Megan, all that is a plan. It's just a plan. You got to go in your planner and plan it out. You have to use your brain and take a week in advance. Look at your planner and say, what's going to happen? What time do they start school? Are you homeschooling them? Are they going to school? What needs to happen? Make your list, plug it in here, and then plug all your stuff around it. And it's going to mean that it takes a lot more discipline on your part, not just your children's part, your part. So you have to say, I'm going to get up earlier. And I have to, because this is going to happen. And, a week before school starts, I'm going to start getting myself programmed, and maybe the kids programmed to that as well. Okay? So I hope that helps. I'm looking for anything else in capitals. I don't see any. I think that's it. I'm going backwards. Okay, I think that's it. Let me go to the end here and see what's going on. I was a busy single mom and I felt very fulfilled. So you know what? It might be that, Polly, you maybe are having a COVID breakdown. You know, when we're in the house all the time, a lot of my clients are actually calming down and getting a better handle on things. But some people who require social interaction, they're very extroverted, are feeling less excited and more unhappy. They need to have face-to-face interaction with people. So think about that and get some FaceTime going with somebody. It'll help you feel better. Margaret Rose, my dear friend, and I loved her mother, Betty Rose. She was absolutely the most frank woman in the world, and she didn't hurt your feelings. She was firm and frank. Margaret said, when asking what was for dinner, Mom used to answer, you had two choices, take it or leave it. I can see Betty Rose saying that. She was great. Nancy likes 5-ingredient meals. Amy Shamblin, I like to get boxes like bento boxes with compartments, and you put your lunch meat, fruit, berries, cheese sticks, and snacks, and then put it in the fridge so they can just grab it out. That's an excellent idea for making school lunches at home. Great idea, Amy. Nita says, is it Netta or Nita? I have a girl who I love, Netta, but it could be Nita, I don't know. I made a rotating weekly lunch menu, a soup and bread every day, bread maker and crock pot. Just throw these things in and there you go, lunch everywhere. I love that idea. Crock pot easy, homemade bread fun. Good plan. I love it. Amy said, everything you said, you like, I like also. She likes all the things I like. We could be friends. Polly Paget, I read that part. Okay, Amy Shamblin, I read that part. Okay, already forgot your name. Did you put it in here again? I think it was Antonia, maybe? I'm not sure. Nikki, just a tip. My girls like to shop at thrift store. They're lucky to find nice dresses and skirts, and they're not too pricey. Polly Paget, it's interesting that you did that Patreon video about learning new things. Netta said, question, kids go to bed at 9:30, up at 7, any later, and I don't get time with husband. But now I don't get any me time in the morning. What do? You get up a half hour earlier. That's what you do. You get up a half hour earlier. Let's see. Allison said, thank you. Was that good? Nada. Thank you, Nada. Oh, yours is an N-A. I'm sorry. My other girl is an N-E. So she's Neda. You're Nada. Okay. All right, girls. Boy, that was fun. Let's see what the timer says. Ooh, look. We have 8 minutes left. What do you want to talk about? Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Let me go up here to the tippy top and see if I missed anything. Nope, I don't believe I did. If I did, please state it again, and I apologize. We've got 8 minutes. We can talk about a whole nother topic. You know what I have to do? We'll just chat. You know what I have to do today? I'm going to make dinner, and I have to fold my clothes. They're sitting in the living room, my darks. I hung half of the load up so it can dry my clothes that I don't like to throw in the dryer, and everything else is ready to be folded and put away. So when I get off of this, I'm going to start my dinner and fold my clothes. Micah said, I'm going to start a gratitude journal with the girls. I'm very excited. Oh, that's an excellent idea, Micah. Great thing to do. Tips to store makeup in odd smalls. Christy, number 1, declutter your makeup in odd smalls so you don't have so many. And then just get little containers that fit in the drawer. You can measure your drawer. You can go to the Dollar Tree and buy little tiny containers or boxes that you might have and just organize them in there so they fit tight. And when you open the drawer, they don't go all over the place. You know, when you slam the drawer open and slam the drawer shut and everything flies around, they'll be self-contained. But first, declutter. You probably have way more than you need. Okay, it is date night, and I didn't talk about that today, Candace. I should have. Emily says, sometimes I feel unfulfilled because I don't have children yet, and you ladies have so much more purpose in caring for your children. Emily, enjoy this time of your life. This is a season of life. Everyone has a season, and you have to enjoy that season, embrace that season, and be gracious, full of gratitude for that season. One day, if and when you do have children, you're going to look back and say, oh, I remember when, right, girls? So just enjoy it and know that your time will come. But in the meantime, you have other ways that you can be fulfilled. You don't have to be super busy to be fulfilled. In fact, it's very frustrating for mothers to be super busy, and they get anxious because they don't have enough time to really do the things they want to do with their children. So try to embrace your time and make yourself a better you in the meantime, okay? All right, that was Emily. Michelle said, going back into fall routine. You know what I did? I picked out all my clothes. I do. I have them all ready to go in my closet for the fall, even though I told you I was going to do it. Marty came over and we kind of went through things. I had to order 4 things. That's it. 4 things. I got a new white t-shirt because my other one is kind of too tight. Over time, they just get tight and I like it. It's a V-neck long sleeve. I got a leopard print t-shirt. I bought a pair of black boot cut, high-waisted yoga pants, and a cream-colored sweater. That's what I had. And I've got like, I don't remember how many pieces, 23 pieces or so in my actual clothing wardrobe. It's so exciting. I'm very excited. I have everything I need. So looking forward to it. Okay. How we doing? We got 5 minutes. Let's see what all these things, let me just read these. I'm not going to answer anything. I'm just going to read. Yes, it's date night, Candace. We addressed that for just a second. And I see you again. That's the same statement you said before. It is date night. Make sure that you have a nice date night with your spouse or yourself or your friend, not your kids. Emily Hall, I'm having an extremely hard time just doing a quick vacuum every week. I feel like it's dirty. Emily, were you giving it a thorough vacuum every single week before, every week, week after week, without fail, and your house was staying clean and tidy? This is why you want to do this. I have a client who told me today that she wished she could just jump on here. It's Dickie. You see her in the morning sometime, Dickie Talmadge in Santa Paula, California. I talked to her today on the phone, and she said, I wish I could tell everyone how great the weekly home blessing hour is. Once all the clutter is gone and you start deep cleaning in the zone, and your house starts to get clean. And she said, when I do that weekly home blessing hour, my house stays clean all week long, or it appears to. It looks like the maid has been there. So don't stress over those little things that are in your mind. Let it go. Keep doing the program. It will get better, and you will have a nice, clean home. Okay. Let's see. Nancy Soretta, my day is super full with son, daughter-in-law, and 2 grandsons for 3 months. The whole house is, while the house is being built. Ooh-wee. I have a girlfriend who had the same situation for 2 years, maybe 3. Christy Smith, yes, you will miss your adult life. See, there you go. Patricia said, I lost my mom and my husband 6 days apart in 2017. Talk about a life-changing adjustment. Oh, that was awful. I'm so sorry you went through that. Patricia, I'm sure you're stronger for it. And God bless you. Margaret Rose, if you want to be motivated, watch one of the hoarder shows. Oh yeah, no, let's not. Amy Shamlin, bye for now. See you later. Bye, Amy. So nice to have you. Nada said, at Emily Stein, this is the one with the no kids. There are plenty of days we look longingly back on your days and remember when we could go to the bathroom alone. Polly Paget, I'm so glad I started doing the system with you. I'm so glad too, Polly. Micah People, I'm doing my clothes tomorrow, getting rid of a lot as I have clothes I just don't like anymore. Body changes after babies. That's good, Micah. It's such a great thing to do. Here's Dickie. Hi, Kat and Mr. B and everyone. So sorry. Dickie, weren't you the one who was telling me about the weekly home blessing hour being like the maid's been there and the house is clean and you love it? Weren't you the one? I'm thinking you were the one I talked to today that said that. I talked to several people today, but I was thinking it was you. Say yes or no. Check yes or no. Dickie said thumbs up. It was her. And she's so shy. See, she won't even say. But it was her. And she was really excited about it. We've got 2 minutes. Emily, is it against the rules to vacuum quickly after supper? LOL, I feel like my young ones track in so much dirt. Why don't you just sweep? Just sweep. But you can vacuum. No, it's not against the rules. It's just not part of the program. But you can do it. You certainly can, especially if you have dogs or lots of little kids or you live on a farm. I mean, there's reasons that people's homes are a little bit different. And if you feel like it or you can delegate it, that's a good idea. All right. Our time is about up. It's going to ring in just a second. I'm going to let you go. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a great week. And remember, I'm not going to be here on Saturday or Sunday. Saturday, for those of you who are payroll, you're going to be doing your zone for the week, which was zone 4, and you're going to be doing your sheets out of the weekly home blessing hour. On Sunday, you're going to do your planning and desk day. All right, let's see. We got one more thing. Have a great day and be blessed. Stay safe, everyone. That's Mr. B. I love you. I enjoy talking to you, and I look forward to Monday when we talk again. And always remember that you are beautiful.